What's up, you CLBs? Tonight's ice cream review is all 5 of Salt and Straw's June flavors. For the month of June, Salt and Straw has collaborated with 5 different chefs from 5 different cities where Salt and Straw shops are located. And the results are, how do I put this? Creative. Salt and Straw has made a name for itself by, first off, creating absolutely delicious, high quality ice cream. But they've also become famous for being innovative. I mean, they're the unique flavors that they produce, the stuff that they come up with, nobody else is even willing to try, let alone make. So these flavors, let me get this out of the way first. The reason I was going to skip this month, but I saw a lot of reviews, a lot of interesting thoughts on these flavors. It wasn't 50-50. It was like 80-20. But some of them were just so damn weird that I had to even buy Salt and Straws too. I mean, these 5 flavors, I've been ordering Salt and Straw for almost 4 years now. And I've never seen a lineup so strange. And I'm not a picky eating weirdo, but I'm also not like a real quote unquote foodie. I don't like the frou-frou stuff. I don't like the high-end stuff. I'm very old school in the stuff I like. I'm adventurous, but at the same time, I like the cookie doughs and the birthday cakes and the chocolate and the caramel. So this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. Then again, I'll try anything once. So here we go. I'm gonna use the menu to read you the descriptions because otherwise I won't be able to do them justice. I'm gonna pick one, Russian roulette style. Here we go first. Tokyo PB&J. Tokyo PB&J. So they toasted rice until it's super dark and they steeped it into ice cream, added white soy sauce and peanut butter enrobed filetine with a ripple of whiskey-soaked strawberries. Sounds weird. Could be good. You never know. There's the strawberries. And this is the bake. Okay, so it tastes like soy sauce. What am I going to say? Like, it's not overpowering. All right. It's not like drenched in soy sauce. Let me make something clear to you guys too. I don't like soy sauce. So if it was had a really strong soy sauce flavor, I'd be throwing this off screen. I like wasabi in my sushi, but that's a discussion for another time. However, the sake, there's not a lot of sake here. I mean, there's a little smokiness to it. It's kind of like a smoky soy sauce flavor. With that being said, I don't really like it. It's not disgusting like I thought it might be, but I was most interested in this. I was very curious to see how they pulled this one off. And let me keep going. That smokiness that I was referring to actually is the toasted rice. The French stuff, the filetine, the fettuccine, the fitacre, I don't know what it's called. It's not too bad, but as a whole, it's a little too adventurous for my taste. I like my peanut butter and jelly with peanut butter and jelly, and if I want to get fancy, I'll use crunchy peanut butter or maybe like a strawberry jam. That's more my speed. So not as disgusting as the description might lead you to believe, but definitely not my cup of sake. I'm going to give this one 3 out of 10. Next up, jeweled brown butter rice gelato. This is the one that I think got the most positive reviews out of all of them that I saw on social media. It's got pumpkin seed caramel and verjus cured currants. There's way too much French on here for me, guys. I'm from Florida. Public school educated. Come on, give me a break. Let's see. We got here, took crispy rice in ice cream form. We start with the brown butter and roasted rice gelato. Once again, rice and gelato or ice cream. Then add in verjus soaked currants, and ribbons of dark pumpkin seed caramel. Okay. Well, hopefully there's a lot of caramel. Well, in true Salt and Straw fashion, there is indeed a good bit of caramel. I like this one. I really do. I mean, whenever you get tons of caramel swirls, if you've ever had a Salt and Straw flavor that has a caramel swirl, you know it's delicious and they bring it. I like the currants. They're like fancy raisins. Some people might hate that, hate the texture in here, but I actually don't mind this much at all. Is this a flavor I would eat an entire pint of or order again? No, but is it a nice little bounce back from this experiment gone wrong? Yes. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Next up, duck crackling with cherry preserves. This is the flavor that actually made me order. So they make the ice cream with duck fat, molasses, and salted custard, and swirl tart cherry preserve in it, and they put candied duck skin brittle, and there's a local honey gastrique. So if I learned anything from my experience with salt and straw is that if you add enough sugar to anything, it can taste good. So I got high hopes for this one. There's the duck crackling. Yeah, duck skin brittle is pretty tasty. Got a nice salty sweet thing going on here. Not as savory as you might think either. Tart cherry swirl is really good, especially when you get some of that duck skin brittle in there. And the base ice cream is delicious. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is the star of this month's show, judging by what I have left here. But I gotta say the hype is deserved on this one. Not one of Salt and Straw's best flavors ever by any means, but I think it's a really interesting, really unique flavor and executed as usual in great fashion by Salt and Straw. So is it worth ordering this month just to get this flavor? No, but it's definitely a solid effort. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Next up, roasted beets and Humboldt fog. So this is beet ice cream, Kelsey's favorite, and goat cheese gelato, along with candied walnuts and a punchy swirl of bright beet and apple jam. I'm like Kelsey, beets are not a deal breaker for me. I don't love them, but I also don't hate them. So we'll see how this goes. Interesting that they decided to combine a gelato and an ice cream swirl together. You don't see that very often. The goat cheese part of this is a little too tart for my taste, but the candied walnuts are delicious. Now, this one's not really doing it for me. A little too tart. Beets don't really work very well. As always, your mileage is going to vary. This is my least favorite so far. I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 10. And last but not least, Ras El Hanout with pickled rose petal jam. This is that frou-frou stuff I'm talking about. Salt and Straw. Sometimes you guys get a little too wacky. It's a little too much. I'm hoping next month's a little more conservative, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Let's finish this one out. This is Moroccan spice blend. Yeah, Ras El Hanout. I can't pronounce it, but I've cooked with it before. Big shout out to HelloFresh for enlightening me to all these different meal preparations. So I guess the ice cream has that spice blend in it, and there's a pickled rose petal jam. All right, dude. This is like the kind of flavor that I expected from the flour pack, which I think was May. May flavors are all flour themed. That's why I always skip that month. Every year I've done it. I don't want to eat flour ice cream. Sorry guys. Here we go. Kind of tastes like I'm eating a Yankee Candle, but in a good way. It gets old pretty quick, but I gotta say I'm pleasantly surprised. It's pretty tasty. Once again, would I eat a whole pint of this? No. Would I eat half a pint of this? Probably not, but I'm not disgusted. I'm just unenthused. I'll give this one a 4 out of 10. All right, guys, well, if you're watching this video, you probably have searched high and low looking for opinions on this month's flavors, and you may, in fact, have waited for me to chime in. Well, here's my opinion. This month is probably one of the weakest months I've ever experienced in Salt and Straw's history on this channel. Since I started ordering it, there's been months where maybe I wasn't blown away, but there's always at least one flavor, most of the time 2 flavors would make worth ordering. You could triple up on one, double up on the other. There's sometimes just that one flavor that's an absolute classic, like Cinnatopia or chocolate caramel potato chip cupcake. This month, not only is there no knockout flavors, but as a matter of fact, I don't care if I never see these flavors again. And as a matter of fact, I do feel, I don't want to say gypped, but I do feel like I wasted my money. And I've never said that before with Salt and Straw, and I should have known. It's my fault. I just put the flavors, they just sounded so interesting. I had to try. It was a morbid curiosity, but in my heart, I knew I wouldn't love them. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. I don't love them. I actually really don't like a couple of these. And it just, that's what happens. Sometimes you go out on a limb, you get adventurous, and you get bit. So I'm taking this. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping next month's Salt and Straw gets a little more basic for me. People like me because obviously I love supporting them. I love their ice cream. And, you know, even Michael Jordan had bad games. So it is what it is. Skip this month, IMO. You're not missing anything other than some really, really unique, weird flavor experiences. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.